All right, we got one person in here. Welcome. Can you hear me? How's the audio? Let's say that to get started. All right, we got 14. We're coming in. Hello, what's going on, everybody? All right, you can hear me. So audio is good. All right. As you guys join in, this is unannounced. We didn't advertise any of this. And this is honestly going to be a gripe session. And anyway, so there's a lot to talk about. So I don't know if you guys caught the video from yesterday, the live chat. We went for a couple hours. We talked about what happened with the, I'm going to say it. I'm just going to call out the BS word is, the Cervini's grill and all that. If you want to see what happened, if you missed that, definitely go check it out. But anyway, so here we go. I just watched an Instagram. I'm not going to, I may or may not say names. All right. Michael Mack just released a video about that I should have never taken that original video down. And yeah, we're definitely trying to. This live chat it's cool because I can just talk and we can have a conversation. And what's up? You all right? Yeah. All right. We can just have a conversation, and it's fast. There's no editing or nothing like that, and we could just be straight up. And that's kind of the point of this video is that I was, as you guys may or may not know, if you're unfamiliar with what's going on, I put out a video, and what's going on here? Trying to read. Oh, okay. So anyway, so I was contacted by a multi-million-dollar company, calling a consumer because I'm not sponsored by their Cervini's company at all, for me to take a video down about some stuff that went on, and definitely go check out that live video we did last night, and then the other videos that I posted this week if you're unfamiliar. But anyway, there was an Instagram live chat that I just watched tonight, and it had me heated. And I was on the phone with Michael Mack, and I was also on the phone with Stang Mode talking about this whole thing. And I know that when they do their podcast tomorrow, this is all going to come up again. And they're probably going to call me in, and we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about this whole thing. But anyway, there is a certain gentleman guy that used to work for a company that no longer works for this company, works for a new company. It's a header company. Anyway, he was on this chat with another YouTuber. I'm not going to leave names out of it. I don't want to hurt them. We're not going to talk about that. But they started talking about the YouTube stuff. Then they started talking. They didn't call me out, but they started talking about the video and how we title things and all of that. And this other person that he was talking to is a YouTuber, but also does Instagram. My whole thing is, this is what I'm wearing this shirt, the Xander 13. We're not going to be a sellout. And me taking that video down was not me selling myself out. It was not me selling my soul to appease that company. I was literally just trying to work within there, since they were going to send me the free parts to fix it, and basically trying to be the good guy, the bigger guy, if you will. So I took the video down. I thought that was fair. That video is back up. Especially after the Michael Mack video, where I'm taking a little bit of heat on it, but he called it like it was. He's basically saying that, hey man, freaking, you put the video out, own it. And because the video, I think, was right. Anyway, so Michael Mack's in the chat right now, and dude, after talking with you on the phone, it's just got me heated, man. I think that you're right. I think that we need to tell it like it is. We need to stay honest with ourselves. That's why we got the Xander 13 shirt on, because this is my channel. It's your channel too. Okay, well, actually, it's my channel, but it's also beyond that. It's your channel, and this is YouTube, so we can do whatever we want, and I shouldn't be silenced, and I shouldn't be bullied or pressured into, especially from somebody I'm not even like sponsored by. I don't give a. The sponsors are cool, the ones that I support, I definitely support them 100%, and they support me 100%. I'm not contract signed with any of these guys. I'm just, I went after those companies because I support them. But like some of the other stuff, like Zervini's Grill, I have done the with Zervini's. I just thought that the thing looked good, and if it failed, then it failed. End of story. And I should have the 100% right to put a video up, and I shouldn't be pressured or bullied by anybody. So this is my channel. This is also your channel. Like I said in the last live video, that if I felt that it was a disservice if I take that video down, and I feel like that's hiding information, and that's not what I'm about. You guys know, if you've been following me for a while, that I try to remain as honest as possible, and that's it. So the video is back live. If they want the video to come down, then they can legally send me a cease and desist letter, which would be the stupidest thing in the world, because I would just go live and I would talk about it, and I would just blast them all over the place, and all of you guys would too. That would be the dumbest thing in the world. Who am I? Who am I with 16,000 subscribers? I'm just like, I'm a consumer. Whether the parts were installed or whether I knew about it or not, we already beat that thing. I bought it secondhand. You guys know that. You already know the situation. I'm not even going to go into it. But anyway, let me read through some comments. Oh, there's a bunch of sidebar stuff going on over here. But yeah, Michael Mack. I mean, I watched that video, and he's like, I'm disappointed in you, Xander. And I was like, what? And then I stopped and I called him, and then we talked, and I was like, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. Michael Mack called it like it was, and it convinced me to I actually had, and then I republished the video. Unfortunately, because I made it private and then I re-uploaded it, it's going to die unless everybody goes to start watching and sharing it, whatever. And if I look like an idiot in that video, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? But I just really, anyway, back to that Instagram thing. So they were talking about YouTubers and clickbait titles, and then it went into like that burble tune thing from Rob Shoemaker. Well, that burble tune, that crackle tune, is not for everybody, but that literally was Rob's idea. Gave me the files to test out, and then over like a bunch of different emails going back and forth, and a bunch of different files trying to hash the tune out, because you can now go to Palm Beach Dyno, their website, and then you can select to have that crackling tune checked on or off if you order from them. It's free. It's a novelty tune. You don't have to run it, but you could have it if you want it. It's cool, and it's nice to be able to have options. But they were talking. The guy was talking a little bit trashy about it, and I'm not sponsored by Palm Beach Dyno, but I put up a good video. I thought, trying to give some publicity to them, because they've done really good, and I support everything that Palm Beach does, and I think that it's in my best interest, and in all of you guys too, is to defend that. This guy that went live on Instagram is known for trash talking YouTubers, and I think that it might be a jealousy thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a male parts size thing. I don't know. There's definitely some kind of I don't know. Maybe envy. Who knows? Especially. The Xander 13 channel is all of us. It's not just about me, because I could not have a channel. I could still mod my car. This is a community, and the Mustang community is broken, and it's because you have, and a lot of this is a YouTube versus Instagram war. But it's a shame that, and Michael Mack talked about this. And I've seen this time and time again, and I swear to God, it pisses me off as much as anybody else. Yeah, I'm triggered. I'm hot right now, especially what I'm about to talk about. So if you have a new Mustang owner, and anybody that buys a new Mustang, they come online a lot of times, and they check out YouTube. YouTube is the big thing right now. So anyway, so the S550, the 18 and up, is the hotness. So people get on, maybe there's that new guy, that 18-year-old kid that goes and he buys his first Mustang, base model GT, something he can afford, and it's an 18 Mustang or whatever. Maybe it's a 2015, maybe it's a 2008, and he's never had a Mustang before. So he gets online, he goes to Facebook, and he starts asking questions. Well, Michael Mack called him the cool guy Mustang owners, and it's the cool guy club. And what happens is they get blasted, and I've seen it time and time again. That's the thing about my channel, Michael Mack's channel, Stang Mode's channel, all of the channels, all of us, we get online, we make video content to try to help you guys. And, you can watch us or you can click off of us. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, if you're posting questions on Facebook, you should not get immediately attacked. And it's always these same motherfuckers that talk about this, that attack these guys. It's sad. The Mustang community is supposed to be like a tight-knit thing. And then it pisses me off when I watch it happen to these people. You have these new guys that just join these forums, and it happens to me when I post on there too. And then you have these same group of trolls that just attack these people like vultures. And it pisses me off because it shouldn't be that way. It's the community is broken. I don't know what to fix. I don't know how to fix it. I just know that we will continue to be upfront and honest on this channel. That's the least that I can do. That's the way that I've always been, is just open, and then I on on the Michael Mack video that he just released, somebody called me a sellout. Well, I'm not a sellout, dude, speaking directly to you, and I know that you were a subscriber and you've talked trash about Stang Mode. I've watched your stuff. I know who you are. And the thing is, I support you, but I would hope that you would support us, but calling us a sellout and stuff like that, that has nothing. We're not sellouts. If anything, we're the most honest people on YouTube talking about this stuff. When there's a problem, we talk about it. And that's the thing. When we make mistakes, we film it, and which is like the dumb. You never want to let people know your mistakes, right? Because it makes you look like an idiot. But guess what? We still upload it, and it goes online, and it could reach 1 million people. Who cares? But the thing is, we go out of our way to try to make content, to try to aid the community, bring it together. And then you have these certain individuals, especially on Facebook and Instagram, that want to just tear it all apart. Anyway, one of these guys, the guy that I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure he got fired, is what happened, from one company because he was talking trash about all of us YouTubers and our clickbaity titles and stuff like that. That's just the nature of how videos see. Nobody. If I say I'm going to supercharge my Mustang, nobody cares. But if I say this is the best supercharger for your Mustang, and then here's why, that's immediately clickbait title because you want to know why. So whatever, it is what it is. But anyway, so this guy, I'm guessing this company fired this guy, or he left this company, whatever it is. My guess is he got fired because there was a lot of heat going on. Maybe you guys can talk about this stuff in the comments. You can welcome to name names and all that stuff. I'm just not. But anyway, Michael knows what I'm talking about. But my guess is the company sat back and was like, whoa, what the hell? We're trying to promote products, and we have a social media representative that is attacking people. And so, you know what? You need to go home. You're fired. You're done. And so now he's went on to this new company, started to do the same thing. And I had in my phone a ton of back and forth messages that I've had with this individual. Okay. He is prior military. He has a beard. And I will tell you that, and if he's watching, or if you watch this, dude, you need to knock it the fuck off. I don't know what your damn problem is, but you need to chill out, dude. I've never come after you publicly or anything. Any time that I've ever talked to you has been private, in Instagram or on the phone. I've never come out. I've never talked about any of this stuff. This is the first time that I'm coming out, and I'm not even saying your name. Most of the guys watching this have no clue who you are. Or what I'm talking about. But this guy has a large following and a big part, and he's in the industry. He's one of the cool kids, And I don't know what your problem is, man, but you need to knock it off, because you're talking about like us. I remember you talked about like, you made a comment, like when I did put a Christmas tree on top of my Mustang. Dude, why are you taking it personal like it's against you? Who gives a shit what I do with my car? I pay money for it, you know? Anyway, so maybe, I don't know if anybody's called his name out on the comments, but anyway, it's sad. You know, this guy is one of the people that you would call to talk to. He's a social media rep for one company now or another one, and they're big companies. And you know, and he's talking trash. I've watched his feeds. He's talked trash about customers. He talks bad about people going after, you know, sponsorships and stuff like that. And I can understand it. But the thing is, you have your name on your Instagram, but you also have an abbreviation or the company in front of that. So you're speaking as if you're working for a company and you're speaking on behalf of them, and it's personal. That shouldn't. It's kind of like in the military. If you're in the military and you're wearing a uniform, you have no political opinion. I mean, you do, but not publicly. You can't rally. You know, you're supposed to do exactly. The thing is, yeah, like me. I mean, when I get riled up, I apologize if for the fact that like most of my videos, you guys know that I'm like real like level-headed and stuff like that, and I try not to like get angry and all that. But this has just got me fired up right now. But if you're wearing a uniform or you're representing a company, like you should be very professional and careful what you say, and you shouldn't be attacking your customers. You know, and then the other thing too is I'm still a consumer. Like, let's pretend I wanted a header from this company, and well, not anymore from this company because of this one individual. So this one individual I'm talking about, you're talking about me being a problem in the Mustang community. Super chat, 499. Thank you so much. Please calm down. I know you're really upset. Well, the thing is, this guy he shared an Instagram post a while back. Said that if you were posting videos with Christmas trees on top of your Mustang, you were the problem in the community. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm just having fun with my car, and it's entertainment, and people like it. And if you don't, then don't watch the video. It's too easy. But I'm not gonna anyway. So, but this guy talked about. My answer to him is that he and his little crew are the problem, because they are the same vultures that swarm over people in Facebook and then on social media. But these guys are also heavily sponsored. They get all of their stuff for free. Okay. They don't have to work for anything. They promote the companies that they are sponsored by. That's fine. But if you are repping, and when I say heavily sponsored, I mean heavily sponsored, or they actually work in the industry for X company, whatever. You should really be a little bit more professional, in my opinion, because people watch you, and then there's really a small crew that watch them. But it doesn't really hurt us that much, but it's just a slap in the face. I'm an enthusiast just like they are. And if I want to make YouTube videos, I mean, it's a free country. I can do that. It's YouTube. It's my channel. It's our channel. Everybody that subscribes to this channel, this is your channel. I do stuff like this, for fun. But I mean, every once in a while, we're going to go live. We're going to talk about everything, and then I might get heated. But I mean, I'm prior military. You guys know that. I was combat arms. I mean, I'm going to get riled up. But anyway, let me read through some comments real quick. There's been a lot of it. But who was that? Been waiting on you to make this video. Okay. See, Down South Racing just comment. They just sent me a text. Good job. I mean, that's the thing is, like, should we be, especially as consumers, should we be silenced by companies when their product, fails or something? $4.99 Gotham EMS. Don't forget the little guys, Alex. Yeah, Gotham EMS. He's got a YouTube channel. Check him out. But $10. I'm gonna mess that up. I'm sorry. Asimov Gaming. Um, I don't like the tree video, so I didn't watch. Still like your other videos. It's not a big deal. It was SB Air. I was Air Force, bro. I got your back. I appreciate it. I mean, that's the thing too. Is like the Christmas tree video was. I mean, it was just kind of funny. It was meant to be. It wasn't like a serious thing. But that's you have a point though. You know, sometimes we release stuff that may not interest you at all, and that's completely fine. But other stuff, that we say and publicize may have you may find some real value in it, and that's the whole point. Like I do a lot of how-to stuff on this channel, but you can't do everything how to when you're trying to push 2-3 videos a week. It's you got to be creative, and that's what that whole thing was about. It was just being creative. It wasn't really to show people how to transport a Christmas tree in a Mustang. It was just fun. But that's the thing, is you're welcome to watch it or not. But I've never been the guy to sit there and publicly bash somebody else for what they are trying to do. It doesn't make, except for a certain YouTube channel. Anyway, that I used to support that I don't. I'm not going to say his name, but I know Michael Mack. You probably know who I'm talking about. But the guy's got a Hellcat and he's got an 18 Mustang. I appreciate the grind. I support that. I support what he does. I just think that he needs to be a little bit more honest about it. But honesty is what we're talking about here. So that video is back up. Both the edited and the unedited, the original video is back up. I don't expect them to spread, but they are there for you can see how it was and how it anyway. But yeah, I got pressured where I let I let myself get pressured into taking that video down to try to satisfy a company that I'm not sponsored by. It's just I like the way it looked, and it failed on me. Should I have had those brackets? Yeah, but like we already talked about, I bought it secondhand, and the only person that made it aware of was one person on Facebook, who was also usually the one to come and maybe not so much anymore, but he used to bash me as well, and he's part of that crew. And anyway, but there is what's Michael talking about? But that's also what I like about Michael Mack's channel too, is that Tunnel Chaser $5, Koff, the artist formerly known as EPR. You can read in the comments. I'm not gonna, but yes, this is the guy we're talking about. I'm not the problem. Michael Mack is not the problem. Stang Mode is not the problem. Rated R Cars is not the problem. Anybody else is not the problem. You guys are not the problem. That guy is a problem, and it's because he won't shut his damn mouth about it's almost like this envy thing. It's like he was in the spotlight. Now he's not, because nobody cares about Instagram as much as they do. YouTube is like taking off right now because everybody's doing it, and it's awesome. You can make a lot of money on YouTube. Street Speed 717 makes a lot of money on YouTube, and he treats it as a full-time job, and that's what YouTube can become. But then you got these other guys that just don't like what we're doing, or we think that we're clickbaiting too much. I mean, let's pull something. Let's go to YouTube real quick. Let me just pull up my home feed real quick, and I'll just show you just something random. Oh, look, there's my thing. Let's pull up. Look, this is a channel right here. This is TX Stang. He's a small channel, but he's got some good stuff. But anything with like lettering on it, do this, not that. Guess what? Clickbait. Let's go down. I don't even know what this is. It's a website. Bullish on your health. Get $2 million or whatever in your life insurance. I mean, I want to make $2 million. So it's clickbait. let's continue. There's big channels. Cletus McFarland, 49.9. Thanks, Kane. I've never liked the MT channel, bro. Yeah, I know. Underfed Coyote, 4.99. The tick is very real. Got me my buyback today. Don't send it. Send the dealership. It's interesting that Ford actually came out with that new thing that I shared on my personal Facebook that basically said that the tick was like not a problem, but no, the tick is a problem. It could be a big, mine ticks every once in 2 weeks and it's like a small thing, but other people have like massive issues and are getting their engines replaced. So I'm not going to say that the problem doesn't exist, because it does, obviously. But Frazier, 2.99. Thank you so much. Mustangs don't tick when Obama was president. Well, anyway, what was I talking about? So clickbait. Everybody clickbait. So if I pull up, what color flower should I buy for my girlfriend or wife? Pink or red is the best color, and here's why. Or whatever. And you're gonna watch. You're gonna be like, why is this the best color? Because maybe you don't think it is, so you're going to click on it. Guess what? It's clickbait. Every fucking thing is clickbait, and that's just the way it is. If I say that my bumper blew up or exploded at 150 mile an hour, I mean, it did come apart. It's an exaggerated, dramatic title. It's not a lie. If I say that I'm trading in my Mustang and I go to the dealership and I'm just looking at different colors and I don't have any hints to the video at all about me ever trading, I'm just going to show different that's a lie. There's a massive difference, and I don't have to educate you guys. You can figure it out, and you're grown up enough to know that. But anyway, so that's just my big thing is like why the Mustang community. What's up with my thing? The Mustang community is broken, in my opinion, because you have these guys that think that they're way up here because they're in this position, that think that it's okay to attack these little guys. The thing is, we're obviously not small. We have almost 200 people watching me at 10 o'clock at night on a freaking Tuesday. That's significant. And the voice that we have on YouTube is significant. It has it can just spread and take off. And the company's really, if anything, we're doing a great service to these companies by showing faults, because it's going to put pressure on them to make a better product. And that's really what it comes down to. Yes, sometimes you need to do revisions to certain products, but perhaps maybe you should R&D'd your shit a little bit better. You know what I mean? And then if you make a revision, at least make sure your website is up to date. But when people are like calling you out, I don't do the high school drama shit. You know what I mean? Except for like right now. And I still haven't said the guy's name, mind you, but maybe I really should. But anyway, we're going to call it the Mustang Cool Guy Club, as Michael Mack would say. So that's my big thing. It's just like my takeaway from this whole deal is that, trying to stay positive. And then there needs to be checks and balances. And I know you, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just heated and I just wanted to vent. But I definitely appreciate you guys watching all of this. Means a lot. But let me read through some comments real quick since we got a dry moment. But wow, there's a lot of different stuff going on here. But that's the other thing too, is that if you're going to speak publicly, be it on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or whatever, but in this case, like Instagram, because that's what we're talking about, you need to be careful with what you're saying, because you don't know who's watching. Okay, you're going to piss some people off. And one of the things that was brought up was the tune, that crackling tune from Rob Shoemaker, Palm Beach Dyno. That was his idea. I was testing it for him, and I thought it was really cool. But it's not for everybody, and it's a free country. You could do it or not. And but the thing is, he's talking not just trash about us. He's talking trash about other companies as well when he brings that up. So that they turn around and say that I'm trash talking Cervini's. Well, no more than he was talking trash about, one of the hottest tuners and the most honest tuners with the best customer service out right now. But then it pissed me off because he's got this young YouTuber that they're chatting about, her car and stuff like that. And I just didn't want to see her freaking get sucked into this drama world. You know what I mean? Like, she has the potential to be to make it on YouTube, since it's the next biggest, hottest thing. I had some side conversations with her. I don't know if she's going to watch this video or not, especially, but anyway, I think you got to be careful with what you say, but you also shouldn't be silent. So if there is a problem, definitely make it known. But the high school drama crap, I mean, high school for me was I graduated in 2004, so it was a little while ago. I'm not that old, but still. Yeah, Michael Mack called her out. I think that feed is, guys like you were. I'm trying to stay up to date with these comments a little bit. There's a lot of people that follow me that don't necessarily follow like Staying Mode or Michael Mack. But the thing is, like, Michael Mack is he's not a bullshitter. He's going to tell you like it is, and there is a lot of value in that. He will tell you, whether it doesn't matter. He doesn't care if you like him or not. He's going to tell you like it is. And I think that we need to not forget that. If I put a product on my car and it fails, and even if it's my fault, you still need to know. You still need to know. And I said that plenty of times in that video. Super chat. Here we go. $5. 303 Street Machines. Give Mike a wrench. He deserves the power of the wrench. How do I do that? Would I find his name and then make him a moderator? Let's find out. Add moderator. Oh, that's how you do that. Okay. Well, don't just ban everybody, dude. Don't let, the idea is to let people talk. But Orange Fury said some stupid shit. What do you mean? Who's Orange Fury? You're not talking about Orange GT, are you? This live now? Yes, this is live. But anyway, if you're just joining in, we were referencing some Instagram crap that went down with a certain individual that is plaguing the Mustang community right now, trash talking everybody, not just trash talking YouTubers, but trash talking customers. Well, he not necessarily now, but he was before, and ultimately led to the end of his career at that other place. And now he's carrying over the same bad habits. And if you're watching this, you should know better, especially being prior service, dude. I spilled, and I was over there in the desert along with you, man. You deployed the same area that I did. I don't know what your job was, but I was a 13 Fox. I was a combat guy. You probably were a combat guy too, but if you're watching this, but shame on you. Shame on you. You should freaking know better, especially working for a company, because if you ought to know better, because the thing is, I was a almost career military guy, right? I was going to do the full 20 year plus. And ultimately sitting here in front of this computer and doing YouTube full time, pretty much, because I got injured doing my job in Iraq, Afghanistan. So, but this other guy, I think, was in like 3 or 4 years. I don't know what you're a veteran. I know, because I've talked to you, but wearing a uniform, that you shouldn't have an opinion if you're representing a company or something like that. So that's just my big deal is like, shame on you, man. And if you talk trash about your own customers, what the hell kind of person are you? Honestly. It's like me talking trash about all of the people in here, and I'm not going to do it. And this is what he does too. He doesn't do it to them. He does it behind their back. What kind of coward shit is that? Honestly, man, like, freaking shame on yourself. If you're going to talk trash, freaking do it. You want my phone number? Well, we've talked on the phone, but I'll be glad. Just hit me up, man. I'll give you my address. We'll go out here in the street and we'll have a conversation. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. And I'll keep it civilized unless you want to push things. I'm not making threats. I'm just saying that if anything, if anybody's making threats, he is, because he keeps calling everybody out. That he's hinted at me. He's hinted at other people. He's talked trash about other companies. He's talked trash about his own customers. And he keeps going back to the YouTubers doing this, that, hunting down, doing anything for views, looking for sponsors and free shit. Look, man, the only thing I'm sponsored by BMR, who I desperately sought them out because I love their products. They did not hit me up first. Okay, I really, I mean, I was in email contact for like a long time trying to get that, because not necessarily because I wanted just free stuff. That's not what this is about. It's because I wanted to be on board with them, because I loved what they're doing, and I would have done that anyway, sponsored or not. And because I was doing that before I was ever sponsored by them. I don't know how many thumbs up we have in this video. We do have 214 people currently. If you could please hit the thumbs up button, that would be great, because that's what helps the video spread. And I think that maybe this should spread and let people see it. You know, I think that YouTubers should not be silenced, especially not by companies. You know what I mean? If you make a product, you're supposed to stand behind it. And who cares if I make a video trash talking a company? Dude, if you are so confident in your product, you shouldn't be afraid of what little old Alex Xander 13 has to say about you. You know what I mean? What a shame. Like, I'd be embarrassed. And the phone call that I got was from the freaking owner of this place that runs it. I mean, what? Why would, no. If I was a multi-million-dollar company and some little YouTuber, the reason he did it is because we have a voice, and they're afraid of that voice, especially on YouTube, because it can really go viral. And the companies do want the correct information put out, and that is why in the video I said some things about the product that I felt, and that was all personal opinion, and people are welcome to agree with me or disagree. That is why the video exists. Super chat, Red 10R. Oh, who are you talking about? I'm kind of lost. I'm talking the individual that I'm talking about on Instagram. Is that who you're asking? It's all over the comments right now. Everybody's saying his name. Right. Yes. I said that I didn't have the bracket, you know, and I said that the instructions weren't clear. That's because they weren't in the instructions at all. And the instructions, I think I checked this morning, and they still have, even though the guy told me that it was fixed on the website, it still was not. It still had the old stuff. Now, if you bought the product new, or if you buy the product new now, it's going to come with the brackets. And that's why I also went live and I said that. And that's why I did the re-upload as well. And I typed stuff at the bottom saying, you know, that if you're buying it new, don't be afraid of it. But is it, again, we don't know the exact speed testing. I can tell you that the RTR stuff and the Roush stuff is freaking speed tested, because of the way that it actually clips into the bumper, the tabs and stuff like that. It's just the design of the product. It's going to hold up. But this other, the one that I have in my car, you know, it's with the brackets, I will say that it should hold up to a very high amount of speed. But, you know, the thing is, again, like I said yesterday, the customer should not be R&Ding your product, especially when you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars or billions per every year. The customers, that's not our job. My job is not to put some kind of a product in my car and see if it breaks or not. And then when it does break, you know, then you're like, oh, well, you know, the thing is, well, I read a lot of comments where you guys said that the company should have tried to, you know, financially help me out with the bumper, because we did have damage. That, you know, they should have been a little bit nicer. I mean, I'm going to tell you, on the phone, it was not a friendly conversation. It was. I was in my place. But if anybody backed down, it was me. And now I completely, absolutely regret it, because I feel like it's made me look like an idiot. And some of you guys are like, "Oh, look at Xander, he's a sellout now." No, I'm not a sellout. I re-released the video, and you guys are welcome to check it out. And I think that was the honest thing to do. It is to let you see my failure, because I'm not right all the time, and also you can see the product. I mean, I show where the flex is and all that, and I also explain if I had the brackets, anyway, that it would have been fine. Xander.idiot. I guess I'm an idiot. I don't care. Hard fart. Who is this guy? No need to flex, Xander. I mean, I'm not very big, dude. No. I'm 5'11". I'm 190 pounds. So I'm I guess normal, whatever. Bodybuilding used to be a big thing that I was into when I was in the military. I used to love, all that stuff. But anyway, man, you guys are talkative tonight. Let me read a little bit. Who's this guy? Yeah, that's the thing, is I didn't trash talk anybody in the videos. I gave a personal opinion, which I can do and you can do and anybody can do. I have that freedom. And people can watch the video and make up their own mind. They could be like, well, I watched the video. The guy looks like an idiot. He didn't have the brackets. Oh, well, thumbs down the video, move on, and then go spend the money on the product. Welcome to do that. Absolutely. Or somebody might be like, oh, damn, I bought this product used. I also tried to find, the hardware or whatever. Maybe they talked to the staff and they were unknowledgeable, because that happened to me. And then that makes you aware that you have to have the brackets. So I will do the video on how to install the brackets. Why not? Because some of you guys may still buy this stuff, and I think it's going to be informative that we do. I will be selling that grill. So I'm going to sell it for probably a pretty cheap price, but I don't know yet. But anyway, yes, I'm an idiot for removing the video. I understand. That's okay. I'll admit that. Yes, I should have never taken the video down. I've said that a bunch of times. I have said it in the live chat yesterday. I felt bad about doing it, and I still feel bad right now. That's why I'm doing this live right now, is because I feel like I was being dishonest by taking that down and trying to suck up to a company that was trying to bully me around. And the thing is, we should not be bullied. Yeah, I still love you too. No, I'm not. It's okay. I love everybody in here. But yes, but you are right. You are right that I should never have taken that video down. I should not have been suckered to take that down. I should have told them, go freaking screw yourself, for one, because I'm welcome to do whatever I want to with my channel. If people have their own minds, they can make their own educated decision on whether I'm an idiot and it was completely 100% my fault, or was it a two-way street. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, we should not be silenced by companies. If anything, that's going to push the product. Here's the thing about that grill too. My buddy had, when he had his 2015, he bought the same grill. Of course, it was designed differently. And I'm going to tell you, maybe you guys are familiar, who in here has installed a Cervini's grill on a 2015 through 17 car. The installation, if I remember correctly, was a pain in the butt. And the fitment was terrible. My friend Gabe's Addictions, anyway, we did that to him. We did it to Gabe's car, and the fitment, it was all wavy, and it didn't look right. It didn't look OEM. It was trash. So he contacted the company. Of course, they replaced it and everything, and then it was a little better. But what is on your face? She's got like the female mask stuff. But anyway, so he contacted the company that he got the replacement stuff, and it was a little better, but the fitment on that thing, it was just a nightmare. So I will say that on the 18 plus cars, the grill fits a lot better, but as far as the bottom being rated for speed, nope, not unless you have the brackets. Now, if you're buying this new, excuse me, you're going to be fine. I mean, I'm saying that. There's no denying it. It looks like it'll be fine, but it was my mistake for knowing that I needed the brackets and going 140 plus mile an hour and the bumper failing. Sure, but I did try to find the correct hardware by calling them, talking to 4 different people who were uneducated, and trying to reference their personal website for the correct instructions so I can match the hardware, and it didn't exist. So it's a two-way street. So I completely admitted my fault to the guy, and anyway, but he was not hearing it. So, but yes, I'm an idiot for taking it down. It makes me look bad, and I apologize. And it will not happen again, huh? No, I'm telling all of my supporters right here that I shouldn't have done that. I should have left it up. I should have. Yeah. And that's why it's live again right now. If they get mad about it, then the thing is they made those threats about going to the the aftermarket communities talk, that, right? And I'm like, okay. And that's so I don't care about the future sponsorships or anything like that, or free parts. I don't care. I've generally never gotten anything free in my life, so I give 2 shits, honestly. But I was worried about them running their mouths to the sponsors that I already have. And honestly, I should not have been worried, because I do have a good working relationship with my sponsors, who I heavily support, who actually do make a solid product. So the people that back me and then I back them, they are more welcome to make up their own mind. And then if I get a phone call and be like, well, we're not going to sponsor you anymore because you're talking trash about products, I'll just explain myself again. Why? We are in a position as consumers that, especially on YouTube, if you have a voice, to really crank down checks and balances. You can put these guys on the spot, and make them forced to make a better product. But anyway, but yeah, the Instagram thing, it was it just got me hot. It just got me heated, because that guy the last time I talked to him was around, I think it was around Christmas time, or maybe a little bit before. It was before Christmas time. And we went back and forth in Instagram, which I still have all the stuff. I saved it all. Basically telling him to knock it off. I didn't think that it was professional for him to do that. And he still didn't agree with me, because he's a damn idiot, but whatever. I'm not slandering. The guy is completely wrong for doing what he did. But the thing is, I ended up giving a phone call to him. I called him at his work, and I told him, I was like, bro, this is how I feel, blah, blah, blah. You need to stop. You're not being professional, so on and so forth. And the guy had already, now, Michael Mack had shared some information on his, I believe, his personal Facebook about this whole situation, and then he got swarmed. They tried to silence him, but Michael Mack, being the man, was like, hell no, you guys can all screw yourself. So anyway, because he's not a quiet individual, and that's good, because we shouldn't be silenced. But his cool friend, yeah, they all like swarmed him. But what happened was UPR was brought up as the company in it, because he was, UPR dash his name, and so he's representing a company. So therefore, it's making the company UPR look bad when he's their social media guy, or whatever his position was, talking trash about us. And which are also consumers. I'm not just a YouTuber. I'm also a consumer. I buy parts, and anyway. And my guess is that UPR was like, you know what? You need to go home. We don't want this. We're trying to have a good business and sell products. And you're over here, bashing and creating drama. You need to go home. And anyway, so, but I had called him at his work. I just spoke directly to him, nobody else. And then at the end of the phone conversation, I basically go blasted and put him on spot. And he agreed to stop what he was doing. He did it. He agreed to stop what he was doing. And I had at no time ever publicly said anything about this guy. Not on my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, nothing. Yeah, just phone conversations with friends and family, stuff like that, which doesn't affect anything. But publicly, I never said anything about this guy. And then now I'm cruising Instagram, just posting stuff or looking at other stuff and trying to talk to you guys, trying to catch back up on messages. And then I see that he's live, and I just click, and then guess what they're talking about? I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? You said that you were going to stop, and you're not. So he didn't learn anything. In my opinion, the guy should be completely fired from his brand new company. And the thing is, he should know better. You didn't learn your lesson the first time, dude. I mean, in my opinion, we should come together and just blast this long tube header company, I believe is the name, about this. That would be what I'm thinking is. But yeah, who is UPR dash whatever? He is he's got a voice. He's a big Instagram following. So he has the ability to speak certain things, and then create allies. He and bash us, and then get anyway. But the thing is, word travels, and especially when you're in a position like this, or online of social media of any kind. The thing is, like some of the Facebook forums, I've been banned from for some of the videos that I do. But oddly enough, it's a lot of the videos that were like how-to videos, which are, how to install headers. And then they're like, oh, it's clickbait. Really? It says how to install headers. It's, for example. But Stang Mode is going to go live. They're going to go live tomorrow. And then this will probably get talked about again because it's a big deal. Honestly, it's a big deal because we're trying to be, this is the plague in the missing community. We are here trying to make content and have fun and educate and all of that. And I was the only one to make a YouTube video telling people to stop talking about engine tick. And I was not talking about people, if you have a problem, to be quiet. That's not what the video was about. It was aimed and targeted at the individuals that do not own this car and have no personal problem with it. Okay, but what I did say was, if you have a problem, speak up. Ford does need to know about it. But I just, I wanted to, because what happens is, if you kill the 18, 19 community, nobody's going to buy them and nobody's going to talk about them. And then I love the car, and I've had not really any issues with mine. Other people have had significant issues. And in that case, I do think that you should speak your mind and make content, because Ford does need to hear it. And I have also made content about the tick and stuff like that, but I don't have the significant tick, so I'm not going to make video content about it. But I know that this UPR guy, is she attractive? Yeah. But anyway, he talked about one of the things was like Ceratec videos came up and how repetitive YouTube is. Bro, are you just now climbing out from underneath a rock? I mean, where have you been for the 35 years of your existence in life? Everything is repetitive when it comes to the news. Guess what happened when at the Shelby GT 500 release? Every single reporter that has a significant name, or that was trying to have a significant name for themselves or a company or whatever, was there. So everywhere you look, Shelby 500, Shelby 500, Shelby 500, Fox News, CNN, Japalnik, all these social media stuff everywhere. Everybody was doing the same thing. So is that repetition? Yes, that's the definition of repetition. And then the guy's talking trash about us just because we're individuals making content about that. If we were TV reporters, he wouldn't be saying anything. He has an invalid argument there. The guy's just an idiot, and he likes to run his mouth and talk trash about everybody. And I think that is he is the cancer. He is the problem when it comes to the Mustang community. People like him. And at no time ever, so if he's watching this, at no time ever did I ever say his name. So you can't legally come after me, because there could be other people with that criteria. So there's your legal disclaimer. And it's also a free country, and I can say what I want to. But Anyway, let's read through some code. So yeah, I haven't said his name, and he hasn't actually said my name either, but he just references material and in my videos and title names and stuff like that. And because I'm not an idiot, I know better, and that's all I've done here too. So if you want to come after me legally, I mean, I can do the same with you. My advice would be for him to just cease and just desist, just stop it. Especially if you're representing a company, because how would you like if I gave that company a call and told them about this whole thing? How would you like it if they see this video? I mean, you work there, so you probably have a sway in it, and then you can get them to be convinced to be on your side and all this because they hired you, sure. But and I'm over here, I'm just an idiot YouTuber, right? Well, I mean, yeah, but let's dig through some stuff. Oh yeah, they've got more than 200 people. This is like the highest turnout ever. If you guys, here's the thing too, and I don't like to talk about the I don't like to bring drama and all that shit onto the channel. And but the thing is, I think that this is important. I think that everybody just needs to exercise their own checks and balances. They're welcome to do it to me, and I'm a grown man and we can talk about it. But don't go on social media and start bashing, me and the channel, and not just me. That's the thing though. It's other channels as well. Don't go on social media trashing, guy enthusiasts that are trying to have fun and just spread, a positive message. Um, YouTube bitches bitching again. Who? Well, I mean, I could say the same thing about your comment, because every single time that you comment on a video, it's always some kind of trash. So that's what I'm talking about. This shit like this, man. I'm not going to say your name, but you can all read it. This guy has never said anything positive in any of my videos ever. And if you don't watch another one, that's fine, because it's a free country and whatever. But the deal is, I'm welcome to bitch if I want to. I can do whatever I want to. And there's 208 people in here that are obviously hanging on to this conversation because they probably think that it's relevant in some way, and because it's dramatic and it's fun, whatever. And everybody gets to see me all pissed off on YouTube, and then they can talk about it later. I don't care. But the thing is, the shit like that is like, we should be bitching about it. There's some significant issues about all of this. And people that make bullshit fucking, that spread fucking drama and all that. High school was a long damn time ago. That's all I'm saying. Fucking, what we should be doing is supporting each other as enthusiasts. If here's the thing, if I go to like a car meet or something like that, I might see a freaking hot pink, Honda Civic with a freaking exhaust on it this big around. I mean, I'll be like, yeah, it looks like shit, blah 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 blah. But I'm not going to go up to the guy and be like, your car is like fucking shit. And then I'm also not the guy to take pictures and blast it all over, social media. Like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. And then, but even if it was a picture, that's fine. But then, to call people out their names and stuff like that, that's a problem, man. People don't have the same taste as you do, or you do, or you do. You know what I mean? As people are different, and that's what the Mustang community is supposed to be about. I mean, Mustang. When it comes to the aftermarket, the GT350. Yeah, I mean, I miss it sometimes. As an enthusiast, I think that I'm just that kind of person, man. I'm just honestly I would go to an event, and I may not be into what they're doing, their design or whatever their direction they're going with with their build. But I mean, I'm supportive because you know what? They're having fun with it. They're having fun with it, and that's the end of the story. Who am I to say that somebody's right or wrong? Because I'm often wrong, all the time. So that's just the thing. Haters hate, and then that's it. And you just get past it. But anyway, all of you guys that are in here and that do support me, I definitely appreciate it. But new subscribers, awesome. Well, I see I'm trying to keep up. Thank you so much, and I hope that you do enjoy the channel. And we are definitely going to try at this point to keep it just completely, transparent and honest from this point. And it always has been honest. But I don't like taking videos down. And that video just started to catch traction too. And if anything, it would have just made me look like an idiot all over YouTube, and I would have hurt myself. But instead, the company thought that it was significant enough to come after a little guy. So which is just messed up. But all right, and anytime we go live like this, and especially when I'm just talking, because all the videos are all they're vastly different than when you go live, and especially when you start sharing like opinion, because everybody has a different opinion. It could arguably hurt your channel significantly. I might come in here and say something that 90% of you guys do not support or don't like, but it's a risk. But it is what it is. Oh no, sexually frustrated? No, I'm good there. Definitely not low T. Yeah, I think I've got plenty of testosterone. Don't sweat it, man. Yeah, a lot of you guys have been here for a long time on this channel, it's awesome. Thank you so much. MMDV series grill. I think that's the same one that Stingwood had. I think he likes it, but I'm still going back and forth on what I want to do next. I will be selling there's Cervini's grill. If you guys want it, hit me up on Instagram. I mean, I'm going to sell it for what it's worth, but I was talking to, I mean, we do have a very significant voice on YouTube. Like a lot of you guys have messaged me like, hey, you've convinced me to go, to buy this car. Now here's how significant that is. Okay. If you watch me, whether you watch live chats or you've watched the videos and stuff like that, but most of you guys don't personally know me. I'm just some guy on the internet, right? And if I've convinced you to go out, especially with the known issues that do exist on the 18s and stuff like that, shift forks and all that, if I can convince you to go out there and make content and convince you to go out there and spend your hard-earned money on a car that does have problems, that's a risk, right? So, but if I can still do that, that's kind of saying something. That means that what I do say is important, and that's probably why that company is coming after me, and they wanted that video down. But that's also why I do need to translate, clear message to everybody in the world watching. I want to give you accurate information. What I said in the video, was not inaccurate. I said multiple times it was my fault, and but I also said that you needed the bracket. So I mean, it covered. They just didn't like what they heard. But yeah, I don't have any beer. I need some. That would have been good. A Ranger review, that would be cool. I need to go head up to the Ford dealership and see what's what, if they have one. You almost convinced me to do a YouTube channel, but then I saw, I mean, I think that you should. Why not? What have you got to lose? Well, yeah. So, Ron P, how do you like your BMR and GLT? Hopefully, I didn't recommend a bad product, because that's something too. Is like, especially the companies that we do come out and say that, hey, you should buy from here. I'm not going to ever rep something that I don't believe in, for one, because then I'd have to live with it on my car, and I don't want to do that. I have no problem running the Cervini's grill with the brackets. I think it would be just fine. But after these past couple of days, really thinking about it, I just did the headache and the experience. If they would have come and if they would have called me and told me on the phone, they're like, I would really like you to take your video down, but here's what we're going to do for you. But he didn't. The conversation didn't go that way. He was literally like, what do you want to do about this? And I'm like, what do you mean? And I told him, I was like, I was going to ask you the same thing. What do you mean? What do I want to do about this? What the hell are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? They went on defense like right off the bat, and it shouldn't have been that way. You know, because what did he think was going to happen? People are going to watch the video and they're going to ask questions, and then I'm going to talk. Because why? Because it's a YouTube channel. That's what we do. I wasn't going to keep it a secret. You know what I mean? People are going to know the secret's out. People and 6,400 people had already seen it at that point. So, what am I going, Whipple? I don't know what I'm doing yet. He bullied me. Yeah, I'm from now on, it will never happen again unless they threaten me with a lawsuit or something like that. But then again, what is it going to sue me for? For making a YouTube video saying that I failed to do something that was supposed to be done? Well, okay. Because I didn't slander their name. I said that I didn't think it would hold up to speed. And then later on without the brackets, I didn't tell a lie. I told the truth. Somebody just sent me a Patreon. That's awesome. I appreciate it. I don't usually come and say that, but I do have a Patreon account. You guys are more than welcome to support me if you want to that way. But that's not something I don't beg for money. But anybody that does give, financial support to the channel, that's where it goes, is back in the channel. So thank you. Anyway, so let me dig through let's talk about some positive stuff. Let's see if I can find some positive stuff. It started raining outside. I can hear it. Yeah, the JLT intake and tunes is good stuff. JLT, I've had JLTs all the way back on that 03 Cobra swap build thing that we did. And it's a solid product. I hate that they don't have the colored tubes anymore. That was like one of the things that really set them apart. I talked to Vinny a little bit about it, and I guess it was just that paint booth was taking up a lot of their real estate, I think. I guess maybe just most people buy black. So, the whole supply and demand thing, it was probably costing them, more than what it was worth. And maybe that's why. But I thought it was really cool that you could have a colored intake. Swap the new 7.3 into the Mustang. It's going to be bad. I'll tell you that. It's pretty crazy. We've gone live in 2 days. It's I didn't think. Well, I didn't. It was unplanned until I watched that other video. I just got fired up, and then what do? I talk to my family and also talk to my family here, which is all of you guys. And that's how I like to treat this channel. Is it's not just about me. This is about everybody watching. This is your channel, and that's why I apologize for taking that video down, because that was your video. That was a video for you, and I took it down. So I'm the scumbag that did it, and the idiot that did it, and I'm sorry, but it is back up, and we're not going to be bullied anymore. If people don't like me, then they don't like me. They can whatever. I don't care. No, I do want to call or message VMP because I am interested, because I'm pretty sure that when it comes out, it's going to be a solid product, because it always has been in the past. And all right, let's find some stuff to answer. I still am 50-50 on the RTR lights if I decide to go with that grill. Time for the RTR. Yeah, the lights I'm just back and forth on. The thing is, like, the lights with the RTR grill is it looks really cool when you do like all of the RTR stuff, because it's kind of like I don't know. It's very classic, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. You understand? But the cool thing that I've noticed with that is that with that grill, I think you can buy it. Well, I think you can buy it without the lights. Well, you can buy it without the lights, and they clip this little side pieces, clip and screw on, and they are replaceable. and then you can always upgrade to the lighting afterwards if you wanted to, which is nice because if you don't have that amount of money, you can buy the cheaper grill, and then you can progress. And it clips in. I mean, yeah. I mean, does it look ricey? I mean, I guess, but I mean, you could kind of make the same argument with the new Shelby GT500. You know, um, it's out there with the big wing and stuff like that. All the carbon fiber, and some people may look at that and be like, oh my god, the car's ruined. But I didn't think so. I thought it looked okay. All right. How do I get my last 30 minutes back? I don't know. I guess stop watching. That's the thing with with being YouTubers. Like, you're not gonna always pass a message that people care about. But what size wheel am I going with? I am undecided, but I'm honestly thinking a 19-inch wheel because I want more sidewall. And even though the tires are more expensive that way, but yeah, I mean, that's the interesting thing when they talk about like active aero on the Shelby 500. Yeah, you have to put a wrench on the back of that spoiler to make it go up or down. It's manual. It's not active. I mean, there may be other active aero in the car, but the spoilers is definitely, you have to do it yourself. And for $100,000, I mean, new wheels are, I'm not sure. Eventually, I mean, I still want to sell the ones that I've got, but I also want a drag pack. So which needs to come first? You know what I mean? Because the track opens up here at the next month, and I would like to be on a drag pack at that time. So do 19 by 10, 19 by 11. That's exactly what I'm thinking about doing. And I'm still thinking about the RTR Tech 7s, like we talked about in the last live video, are my favorite out of anything that's out there, because it's similar to the PP1 wheels that we have now, just a little less spoke and just more design, just more to look at. I don't know I like it. Yeah. Ford's going to call me tomorrow, first thing in the morning, and tell me to take this live chat down because I talked about the spoiler. I wish that other guy was in here just watching. Maybe he is watching. I don't know, but let me check my Instagram real fast. Maybe he's messaged me and be like, "Oh, you're talking trash." Nope. And if he did, I'd probably just not respond. Get him pull the seats out for weight reduction. So my plan, honestly, when we first go to the track, is to go full weight, and then what I want to do is gradually do things, just like with suspension. So we have the stock springs, and we have the BMR 762 kit, and we have the 001 kit, and that's it. And so we're going to test that first and see how it does, and with full weight, and then we're going to come back and then super chat 499. Thank you, Kane. Banos fans and friends, love your videos. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. I need to give you a phone call. Hope you're doing well and being safe on the road, all the traveling you do. And anyway, so want to go and talk to. I want to go and make content with full weight and get those times, and then we're going to start stripping things out and then take it step by step. That way you can see how things are affected as we go, instead of doing something drastic. Now, I was going to do the same thing with the mods in the engine. I was going to do like the intake tune and do a run, and then then E85 do a run, then headers, and then all that stuff. And then sorry, we just modded it all. We just went full bolt on right away. But most people are going to probably, unless you live in California, I'm sorry, are probably going to do long tubes, E85. And then intake and tune and stuff like that. So everybody's eventually going to go full bolt on. So there's not really any harm there. But PPTU, PP2, or you use GT350. That's hard for me. One is special, one has a snake on it, and one has a much better transmission and more power. But both have magnetic ride. Both are stick at the end of the day. Uh, that's hard because they're going to be the same money. It's going to come down personally to, do you like the extra fancy stuff with that you can get in the performance pack? You know what I mean? Technology. I mean like the like the 401A, the digital dash, and stuff like that. Because you can still get the rear car seats. They're not the same, I know, but there are differences in the car. But where are you? I guess the better question is, what is going to be the primary purpose of the car? Is it going to be street with some track time, or is it going to be track mostly? That will, if it's mostly track, GT350. It is still the bigger car there. Do I think I'm gonna put a blow under? Yes, I will be supercharged come hell or high water before Mustang Week. That is the plan. Anyway, in MRA in Florida, we shall see. You live in California and you're still doing it? Yes, my hat is off to you. That's awesome. Everybody freaked out about that the California rule thing, and I guess maybe it's not as big a deal as people make it out to be, but I don't know. Coca-Cola, 12 bucks. Thank you so much. Tell him fuck off for me. There you go. Thank you so much for the $12. This super chat money is all going to the channel. You guys, I've said it a bunch, and then it's so crazy. I'm holding on to all you guys for the intention was just like yesterday. It was to keep it short and just go for like 30 minutes, and I was going to complain and then get off, and then sleep better because anyway. Sinister, I'm still thinking about your grill. He has one for sale, and it's just the RTR with the lights. And my question for you is, can you turn the lights on or off, on and off? Or is it just always on? Or is it tied to your lights, or how does that work? I don't know. But when am I coming to Atlanta? Probably sooner than later. There's a few people that live out there that we all wanted to get together and stuff. How do I think the 3160 is better than the MT82? It's just a lot more. It's just a beefier transmission. It feels completely different when you're shifting too. The GT350 transmission is superior in like every way. Stay on with the running lights. Okay. So it lights up on ignition. That's the thing, is like the lights are kind of signature to the RTR wild, design. And the Hellion sleeper kit, my only thing, like, I guess that, they are turbos are bottom mounted and angled, so it I guess should not be affected by water, or at least not light water. But my only problem with the sleeper kit is you can't see it. That's it. And you can get into a turbo kit for $6,000, which is great, and you can always upgrade as you go. But I would definitely spend the extra money on the like precision turbos, not the base ones. I need to call out Ford about the typewriter tick. I mean, yeah, we all have been. We've been making content with it and all that. Some channels do exist, and it's pretty much all they talk about. And they do get some traction. They do get some heavy views. And Ford, they release their stuff, so Ford knows. My personal opinion is that Ford knows. They do know, and they're trying to like write it out until they have like a legit fix, and they'll just fix it later on, and not. What I mean is like kind of sweep it under the rug. I don't know. because they can't replace every single engine that's out there. That would be really, really bad. You can always run a separate switch if that's a negative for you. You're talking about the lights. I mean, that would be interesting, but a good idea if that's what you're talking about. You just ordered your PP1. Very, very good. Congrats. That's a good color too. You guys know that I've had issues with my car. I mean, the thing got hit significantly. The whole door and the fender had to be replaced. It didn't get just fixed. It got replaced. The door was a big one too. And once you start, replacing things, that's the thing is like, I didn't get rid of it either because like I already took it. You're already going to take a depreciative hit when you buy a new car and then you turn around and sell it. And then they're going to pull up Carfax and be like, okay, yeah, it was hit. So that's even worse. So I was like, well, I might as well just enjoy it. And then, honestly, it's been fine. I've had no issues with the paint, nothing. It's been perfect. And then I had the transmission problem. I guess it shifts hard and fifths sometimes, but I mean, overall, it's pretty much good to go. And we're going to put it on the track. And then, if it breaks again at that point, I think it's going to be the valve body is the first thing I'd probably fix because I think that the symptoms that it does show I think it's a valve body. But that's a cheap fix. And if anything, that's more content. Because what if I replace that and then, because there's been other people that have had issues, same as me. And there's been talks about the valve body as well. So, oh, Hellion. So they do have a splash guard solution. That's good because that's really what kind of like freaks me out about the whole thing is what if you because I drive my car every single day. So what happens when you hit a puddle or something like that? But like, again, it's about him. Oh man, sorry. Bottom mounted turbo setup, so you're not going to really see much of it from the top of the engine bay, and I would just like to see it. That's all. Trying to read all through this stuff. Whipple, yeah, I mean, everything's on the table. Nothing's off the table. I mean, yeah. Good night if you're checking out. Thank you for joining me, and then I'm going to wrap it up here in a couple of minutes too. It is where I'm at. It's 10:37 on a Tuesday, so yeah. I mean, Whipple is still not off the table. So, all right. There's a lot of you guys talking in here. Okay, where are you located? Dead cost on you on it. Can you please hit me up on Instagram, Xander13_official, and let's have a conversation. I'd be very interested. Anybody that has any of this stuff, if you want to talk about any of this, please hit me up there, and that way we can, because I'm going to lose all this whenever I end the live feed. So please hit me up on Instagram, and we can have a conversation about all of this stuff. So, because here's the deal. We have the video. I'm going to check it right now because I'm excited about this. Let's see. Let's go to. It is. Oh my God. Did it? It did it. 1,504 views. Yes! Oh my gosh. 1 million views on that video. Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about. That's the power that we have. 1 million views. Now, I'm gonna make a video about like how much that video has made me. But this conversation we've been talking about with the force induction on it, that video is paying for what we do. So what that means is I'm going to be in the market in the next few months. I'll say doesn't mean that we're going to do it in the next few months, but I'm going to be probably pulling the trigger on something here soon. In the next, yeah. Anyway, but I'm a positive addition to the Mustang Club. I definitely appreciate that, and I'm glad that I can be positive. And that's ultimately the whole point. You know, it's sad that I. Okay, he'll message me. All right. 1 million views. That's a lot. But that's also a big motivator to everybody. And I'll hype on this in the next video because I want to do one, you know, explaining what happened, because it was a simple video, simple edit, and it just skyrocketed. It took off, and I didn't do anything fancy with it. But that kind of proves my point why everybody should do YouTube, because you never know. You never know. PewDiePie makes a lot of money. Yeah, it did 1 million views and what, just over a month? So it's not terrible. Okay, once I accept you, all right, let me try it. Okay, you're all pending here. And then what we'll do is I'll accept, and then we're probably about to hang up here in the next like 3 minutes. And then I'll get up with you probably tomorrow. And then we can start trying to figure out. I don't know if I'm going, you know, Whipple or what we're doing, but because I was and still am at this point, really still thinking like centrifugal, but you know, we shall see. Won't let me message you. Hang on. Let me just accept. Oh, it won't let you. Okay, I don't have anything pending from you. Another way to do it is my Facebook is what is the Facebook? Is Xander 13 Automotive. You can do that there, and it's all linked in the video descriptions and everything. So you can message me there as well, and then we can do it that way. Whipple is the most popular option though, because Whipple you can make a lot of power, and they don't heat soak as bad as they used to. And I think Michael Mack did actually talked about that in the video too, just because of the way that it's made. But yeah, here in the next few months, we're gonna be doing something. But you know, the only other bad thing is you know that everybody does Whipple, but doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. Everybody buys a Mustang too, so they do it because it's good. So there's a reason for it. But anyway, okay, all right, we're coming up on an hour and a half. So what I'm going to do is sign off. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up button, definitely would appreciate if you did that. And you're welcome to share this whole live chat once it gets processed on like your Facebook and social media as well. I don't care if it gets shared around. I think that the outcome of everything. I've calmed down obviously since when I first started, but I was just really, really upset because I want to see the Mustang community grow, and you have just these certain individuals that keep trying to tear it apart, and that's my whole big thing. And then I just think it's sad and it's petty. But anyway, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Without notice or anything, just on this Tuesday night, and hopefully everybody had fun. And it's good talking to everybody. And I will be working on something tomorrow because my O2 sensor, I have an O2 sensor that's failing already, and I've already got like 3 tanks of E85 in the car with long tubes. So we have to go fix that tomorrow because the car is running like poopy, and it keeps dying on me. But anyway, all right, guys. I will see you later, and stay safe on the road. Until next time.